Hello, this is Dedrick Martin, Superintendent for Caledonia Community Schools. You know, a great man once said, "I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails." And with the 2021 school year, we did a lot of adjusting of the sails so that we can keep education as priority, keep our kids in school as much as possible, and keep our students and our faculty safe. And instead of focusing on all the trials and tribulations of 2021, I thought it would be great to take the opportunity to speak to you about all the things that we did well and that went great considering the challenges of education in a pandemic. And I could think of no better way than to allow those that I work with day in and day out, all across the system, to speak to some of the great accomplishments that we were able to do. So take a listen.
Hello, I am Megan Balmer, the principal at Kettle Lake Elementary School. We are so excited to be wrapping up this unique school year. Students have showed absolute grit, taking on so many new challenges this school year. We are proud of student growth, and we are proud of how much fun we had. Kettle Lake was the only elementary school that did a full pivot to virtual before spring break. We had 6 days where students were learning from home. I am so proud of the staff here at Kettle Lake for being prepared to take on that challenge. When I walked the halls that very first day at 9 a.m. during live instruction, hearing pure joy of students coming through the computers and watching teachers fully animated and just putting that love of learning through the screen to their students and letting them know how much they cared about them and they missed them. It was very emotional. I was very, very proud of what they accomplished, what our students accomplished, and I'm grateful for the continuous support of our families. I am excited to wrap up this year at Kettle Lake. I'm proud of students, I am proud of staff, and I am proud of our families. Thank you.
Hey, Steve Yule from Craft Metals. Just want to take a few moments and highlight some of the celebrations from this year at Craft. First and foremost, just want to celebrate our parents for your understanding, your flexibility with us, as this year has looked a little bit different from time to time, but always appreciate your support and all that you do. I'd like to celebrate our staff. Wow, what a year they've put in. Teaching kids face-to-face, contact tracing, trying to manage kids that are in quarantine on Google Classroom, going above and beyond of what they were really thought they were getting into when they became teachers. So they've become excellent at cleaning protocols, but there's just so much that I can't say enough about our staff and all that they've done this year. And then lastly, I think we need to celebrate our students. If you would have told me last March, April, and May that we would make it every single day here, excluding 2 days at Thanksgiving, I don't know if I would take that bet. So our students, to have a mask on every single day for 180 days, show up here, give us their best effort each and every day, is a celebration in itself. So it's been a great year. It's been different, but I'm so proud of all our students, our parents, and our staff here at Craft Metals Middle School.
Hello, I'm Joe Lennish, the principal at Caledonia High School, and I'm happy to take the opportunity to celebrate one big achievement that we've had this year at CHS, and that's the development of our career and course pathways. So this is a project we've been working on for a couple of years, but it's really gained some steam this year. And the intent of the project is to really develop these pathways for our students that give them early exploration into careers and things that they're really interested in. We also believe that the biggest predictor of student success in high school and post-secondary is their overall engagement. So we've really worked hard to really look at what kids are interested in, use that information to then collaborate with family members, community members, and clubs to say how overall can we increase student engagement in areas that could lead to really positive post-secondary outcomes. And then use that information to help us design curriculum and courses that we're running here at CHS to get students really engaged early into things that they might be interested in. This work has also trickled down to the middle school a little bit, so we can try to start to get students as they work on their educational development plans, or really those post-secondary outcome plans that they're working on, that those students can start doing that even at the middle school level. So we're really excited. This has led to the development of some new courses. It's directly connected to the work that we're doing with STEM. We also are working on 21st century skills building wide. So it's been really great to connect that to those post-secondary outcomes, but also use that to inform these plans and pathways that we're creating for our students. So we're very excited at CHS for the work that we've done collaboratively with all stakeholders to create these plans, and it's will continue to be our probably our biggest goal even moving forward next year. It'll take a couple years to finalize it, continuously develop it, but it's been fun to include all stakeholders and move that work forward.
Hello, I'm Jen Schultz. I'm honored to serve as the principal here at Emmons Lake Elementary. There are so many things that I am just proud of about this year, but one thing I'm especially grateful for is the way that this community and the school has come together to take every day as an opportunity to bring joy and connection to our staff and our students and our families. And that happens in lots of small ways throughout the day, but some of the bigger ways that it's happened throughout the school year is we were able to do a polar plunge where we had an all school-wide snow angel day where we could go outside and do snow angels together at recess. It was culminated with school-wide popsicles and a day where staff across all grade levels could sled down a hill into a cold pool of water celebrating one of our Special Olympic athletes and raising money for Special Olympics of Michigan. And some of the other things, we were able to earn a Green School Award where there was a ton of collaboration across grade levels and classrooms and teachers. We were able to do a community kindness challenge, which I'm super duper proud of because not only did that joy and connection happen in the classroom, but we were able to extend it out into the community. And so students took little cards that they snuck around in the community and left surprise random acts of kindness. So you might have found them at the vault with a gift card, or students paid for coffee for a card behind them at Starbucks, or left a note on a neighbor's door. And it was really cool to see in a year that could have been really hard and where we could have been separated, that kids were able to come together and just have a ton of fun. Same thing with our field day. That was a year that looks a little different, but instead of being with our individual classes, our amazing PE teacher thought of a way to connect students by being on teams. So first graders were on teams with fifth graders, and even though they weren't physically together, they were able to celebrate and have school spirit with those teams, and our PTO got t-shirts, and it was just a cool way to celebrate and come together with a cherry on top of having that end of the year celebration picnic that we could have all of the amazing families. And just a huge thank you to our staff every single day for showing up and being all in for kids and just doing a great job and embracing it. To our families, to all of you, it's been so cool to see as you drop off your kids and they're dancing their way into the building. And I've even caught some of you moms and dads and grandmas and grandmas dancing and energetically waving goodbye as your kiddo gets dropped off to school. And most of all, the reason we're here is for our students. They make us laugh and smile and have so many wonderful memories this year, and in a year that could have been really hard and was in a lot of ways, the joy and the connection that we were able to bring together has been amazing. So thank you for that.
Hi, my name is Josh Trober, and I'm part of the curriculum department here in Caledonia. And one of the things I'm most proud of that we've begun approaching, but then we'll take this further next year and beyond, is design thinking. And you might be wondering, what is design thinking? Well, design thinking is really an approach. It's how we approach different problems or different things to encounter to move beyond and get to a better place. And so to us, it's really broken down into 4 letters. It's an acronym, and it stands for feel. So F, feel. I, iterate or imagine. D, do, and then S, share. So it's really a different way to approach eventually content, but as we think about it in a real sort of way with what we are doing right now in Caledonia, it's school reorganization. And so in February and March, what we did is we partnered with teachers as a way to help them kind of imagine or iterate this new way to organize our grade levels in the 5, 6, and 7, 8 levels. And so we're taking our traditional 6-8 model and breaking it down into 5, 6, and 7, 8. And so over the course of a series of dates in February and March, we asked them to think about how they could help understand themselves, help them understand, but then also students understand design thinking. And so they really came up with some imaginative, creative ideas about what they're going to do within their two different levels of school, 5, 6, and 7, 8, to help make design thinking real to the students. And so I'm excited to find out what that means, and not only what that means from the school context, but then as they eventually break that down into the instructional aspect in the springtime. So that's how we are approaching design thinking right now in the middle levels, but we're also breaking it into the high school come the fall. And so teachers in 9th grade will begin to think about how to do design thinking, again, how to feel, imagine, or iterate, D, do, and then S, share within the high school landscape as well. Eventually, it'll make its way across K-12, and it will just become a common way to do business or think here in Caledonia. So I'm excited to approach this new way to think about how it is that we do education with the design thinking approach, and I look forward to future conversations or communication with you. Have a great day.
Hello, I'm Brent Huck. I'm the principal here at Caledonia Elementary. Happy to share a highlight from the 2021 school year. So a program that we started here at Caledonia Elementary was a positive office referral program. So it's an opportunity for staff members in our building to recognize our amazing students and how awesome they are doing. We have 3 school rules of being safe, responsible, and respectful. Every student up here on the board has demonstrated those school rules at a very high level during our second semester. So our staff fills out a form, it gets sent to me, and then that's when I get to have a little fun. So I get to call these students out of class. We get to celebrate a little bit in the office. We also make a positive phone call home. They get to choose who they want to call. I explain to the parents what they are being called about, and then I have the opportunity to put the student on the phone, and so they get to talk to a loved one, and then finally they get a picture on our wall of fame. So once again, these are just students from our second semester. We probably had this many or more for first semester. So as of date, we've made about 150 positive phone calls home to celebrate our students and the amazing work that we're doing. We are always thankful for parents choosing Caledonia and Caledonia Elementary specifically. And without these great students, we wouldn't have the awesome school that we do. So happy to recognize them for their accomplishments and how hard they've been working. And these students are the heartbeat of our school. And so it's a great program for us to be able to honor them and recognize them for all the great things that they're doing. So look forward to expanding this program in the future as a way to continue to provide positive acknowledgement of our students and their accomplishments. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mimi Stalzer. I'm the Food Service Director for Caledonia Schools. I would like to say I have so much gratitude and so much appreciation for my food service staff this year. They really showed a ton of grit and a ton of dedication to serve the Caledonia community during these unprecedented times in our lives. We did curbside meals on Mondays from 9:15 to 10:15 every week. We served over 20,000 meals to the community members and to the students that could come through the drive-thru. I am so proud that we were able to do that and reach out and help to the community. We definitely heard many stories of things that they were going through, and we definitely met them and learned more about them through a different lens. Our heart went out to them every week. One thing that the USDA has done is they have extended the free meals for the 2021-2022 school year. I am so glad that we are able to lend a helping hand to the families that continue to need the help and be able to do this. One thing that happened this year that was awesome also was the Caledonia businesses and the community had a GoFundMe page and a donation where we were able to pay off all the outstanding debt from all the students. When the students left last year in March, everybody left a balance. and then the balance never really got paid. And so we had over $6,000 worth of bad debt that the community raised and we were able to pay off. So starting next year, when all the kids come back to school, they will start with absolutely a zero balance. And this is the first time we've ever been able to do that. That is such a huge thing to be able to say for all these Caledonia kids. Also, this summer, we are able to provide a free breakfast and a free lunch to the summer school extended learning program that will be taking place at the high school South Campus. We will also be doing curbside meals on Mondays up there for anyone that is 18 and under that needs a meal. We will serve them 5 breakfasts and 5 lunches. And that'll be at the high school South Campus. I just want to say I am so very proud of my food service staff and all the people that have helped out through this very trying year. And I just want to say that the teamwork that we have goes beyond anything that I ever thought that could happen. They did an outstanding job, and I thank all of them and all the community for helping us through this. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful summer.
So now that you've heard from several of our schools and one of our departments, I hope you get some sense of the amazing things that were accomplished during the 2021 school year through the pandemic. These are things that certainly make me proud as the superintendent for Caledonia Community Schools. But hold on, this is just part 1. In a few days, you'll get another video about part 2 of the excellence that our staff and our students was able to achieve during this last school year. So thanks for listening. Look forward to seeing you for part 2.